Namaste. Hi. So nice to receive those messages and emails. Thank you so much for the wishes. And you also felt that I resonate with your thought. Nothing like it. I'm so glad. And yes, I'm also waiting to receive those feedback wherein you feel, Mira, you can do this, you can include this. I would love to do that because it's all about each other's growth end of the day. Welcome to Dino Noises. Yeah, this is your Mira over here. And yes, I'm doing two seasons. I'm sorry, yeah, exactly. Yeah, two seasons in a parallel lines. So season two, it's all about the interview series, the Kaapi and the conversation. And season three is all about the letters that I write to my soul scribers. Ask me not how did I come about this particular word. It just happened, and I never bothered to check about this even in the dictionary for that matter. It is all about connecting, through words with people, and to me, that is what a soul connect all about. You heard about the story that I shared. Yes, the letter in the previous podcast, leaflets of letter, the Newton, Kavi, and the pineapple one, right? Today I have something, and the letter name is Masala and Gyan. Okay, no, the Gyan is not for you. It's for me because I keep giving Gyan to myself so that I'm sane, alive, and in peace with myself. So I'm going to read this letter. Yeah, I have in fact loads to share, but I've been wondering where to start from. Exactly. So let me start with this washroom story letter. Oh God, please stop that imagination. I don't have anything to share over here, but there's something hilarious. Oh, how do you want to call it? It's up to you. Something that happened. I just opened the washroom door and it was full of white paste. Here it is. The floor, the closet, and the wash basin. Let me tell that. It was pasted with white color everywhere, which was shining like a white paint. Almost it was shining for 3 to 4 days. Thanks to my minion, she has actually coated the entire floor and the wall, a bit of mirror also. And I didn't know where to sit when I entered the washroom. That's the reason I asked you, please stop your imagination. Initially, I was irritated, but I paused for a while. I think it is the pause that helped me to reflect about my thoughts and state of my mind. But even before that, I allowed myself to be in the current moment. I had prepared my mind to flow with whatever is happening rather than reacting. I had framed my neurons to dance in the rain rather than running away from the platinum stringed, yes, the rain bearing clouds. Before this incident happened, I had already had a bad day and I was in a frustrated mood. But if you're asking me what stopped me from reacting, the answer is in that pause. Because only in that pause, I saw that smile and twinkle in Maya's eyes. That's my daughter. Which made me smile rather than scream at her. And today, when I'm sharing this with you all, I am glad I was at peace with myself than with the surrounding for that matter. That's when I realized that we all get irritated when the outcome is not the desired one. We don't look at the larger picture, but at the smaller things like why. Instead of building confidence in us, we feed the demon in us. We need not be an angel always, but at least we can starve the demon in us, which is not letting us grow or to be in peace with ourselves. It's not about feeling good. To me, it is about being in that moment and flowing with the tide. We can be a Moana, yes, Moana, but not always we are supported by a demigod. I'm not here promoting or branding one particular brand over here. The demigod is within us as we age, and in the name of maturing, what we do is we build our muscles with regret, guilt, stress, and all the cousins and friends of frustrations. But we all are still that 10-year-old who, yes, we all have parked our childhood in the basement of our childhood days. I'm sure, like I'm thinking, Even you might have been that child who wanted to be appreciated, celebrated, and acknowledged. Well, it is possible that we might have availed all these benefits like we do or did in our organization. I mean, the care, love, affection, all these we would have received as a package, just like we received in our organizations the PF, gratuity, food coupons, reimbursement, the leave travel allowances, etc. Well, these were all deductions, which helped us for the tax computation, right? As there were frequent and monthly deductions, we started deducting our investments like happiness and taking care of our health. I wonder why not work every day like a mutual fund market or the money market? Ask me how. As in, like, invest in our daily kitty with few elements that I'm going to be sharing with you in a simple and in a regular way. That's it. You don't have to invest a lot. Self grooming, me time to reflect, exercise or meditate, eat healthy, sleep well, read, write, color, paint, whatever that you like doing and you know it best. To me, these are all systematic investment plans. Because in a systematic investment plan, you invest in simple and in little amounts in a regular intervals. And the amounts that you would reap are large. If you want something mountain size, you have to start with a grain of sand, with a pebble, a rock, and then a mountain. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do something now. As in, I'm going to shift now to some mathematical formula. Oh God, ask me not how did I land up with this particular thing. Not even in my worst of dreams I would do that. It is not as if I do not remember the formulas or did make an attempt to remember one. The fact is that I was chosen one. Yes, I was the chosen one to be compared with the others. I always wanted to ask my friends or teachers for a clarification, but I didn't proceed with my thoughts. Ask me. Because I thought whatever little I have in my brain will be stolen, yes, will be stolen by others. I thought preserving my doubts in my mind will help me in laying the golden eggs on my answer sheets during the exam. Little did I know that there were literally eggs and unicorns dancing on my paper. I had to make a settlement between the egg and the unicorn, and finally a little cat meowed in my mind. It's okay if I can't remember the concepts by heart, but I can, by mind, understand the concepts and apply whenever I'm ready. I don't know. I think I'm ready at least now after 20-25 years. So, my mathematical formula is simple. Keep adding the smiles. When I say smile, I mean what you love doing. When you do what you love doing, you smile. Taking care of your health, reading, all those systematic investments for the daily, daily work for us that I shared just a while back. Deduct or subtract that doesn't help you grow. Nip it in the bud. Why do you have to live with something which is not helping you grow? In the process of satisfying others, and when you compromise on your needs, is it going to help you? We have to subtract that. Multiply that element, or people, or community, which helps you grow and accomplish your desires or outcomes. True, because when you are in those kind of a people, when you're in one particular group or a community which helps you grow, which lets you know this is something what you have done is not going to help you, can you do something in this way? You need to multiply your contacts in that particular genre. And always remember to divide your share. It's easy to say that we are independent. We are independent because of the support received from many people around, and we do our work independently. But when we do something, it's beautiful when we share. Because sharing would nudge yet another person who's looking for a support, like you did some time back. Only when divided you can reap the benefits. Gone are the days when you had to hide your paper or when you had to hide few things and say, no, I'm not going to share this with you because you will copy. No. Today we have reached that particular stage. It's an open book. You share what you do, you take a call on what you want to share, and it would help others also. It could be even adding a little bit of a smile on somebody's face. It's all about sharing. Okay, I was promising. Yes, I did promise about romantic story. Pretty bad at that. So sorry. How much ever I try, I end up adding all the kitchen ingredients in my poem, and it becomes a dum biryani. Ask me not how, but it happens. So I thought of watching some movie in the romantic genre. Yes, romantic genre. But as always, I dozed off, and when I woke up, nothing much happened. The movie was in the title stage again, and my dear husband was already done watching the movie and he was busy with his work. Yes, he was just sleeping peacefully. And I'm still in front of the TV with the closed eyes, and the show, it's gonna start again. This time I did manage to watch for some time. Some time. To my surprise, it was like a Tom and Jerry show, and I just switched off the TV. And here I'm sharing my experience with you all. So, this is a kind of a romantic story that I create, and that's the reason you know why Mira, the Dino Noises, doesn't write much on romantic genre, romance genre. Okay, if not romance genre or story, how about grabbing a listen to the recent interview podcast, which is available in season 2, Kaapi and Conversations? Kaapi and Conversations is a garland of interview series with the people with whom I work or have worked with, or someone who I have, met and have admired their excellences. It's not about achievements alone, it's about the way they work and how it has helped them. To sum it up, how simplicity has actually helped or would help us grow. And Kapi is nothing but a coffee. I always feel that loads happen over a cup of coffee, and here's one that I'm sharing with you because when I'm talking to you, I just sip my coffee. It's lovely. You might like tea. Yes, you should have that as well. So, thank you. Thank you for listening to this podcast and this particular letter series. I have one more, two more, three more, four more, so many more letters to share with you all. Soon I will be sharing that with you. Thanks again for staying here till now and listening to me. This is your Mira, the Dino and Oasis. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.